and the Minnesota Vikings.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to grip the Minnesota Vikings.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
And the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Vikings ready to go to work, led out by their quarterback in his third year wearing purple, 9th year overall in the NFL, a Pro Bowler in Kirk Cousins.
The debate about Kirk Cousins continues to rage both among Vikings fans and fans around the league. But when you look at his numbers, you think this is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Last year broke a string of 4 straight 4,000-yard passing years with the emergence of Dalvin Cook in the backfield. So while those numbers dropped, he was still solid throwing the football. 26 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions. Now he's just got to develop an extra target on the perimeter in order to get his numbers back to the previous levels.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 35-yard line.
The first carry down for Dalvin Cook. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
35-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Out comes the Indy offense for their first drive of the game, and leading them out, their new quarterback for 2020, the longtime Charger, Phillip Rivers.
I don't know what it is, partner, but every time I watch Phillip Rivers play, I just have a big grin on my face because he plays the game with such joy. Loves being out there. Remember, he's part of that great 2004 class with Eli Manning and Ben Roethlisberger, 2 of them still in the league today. Now he's probably going to go over 60,000 passing yards and 400 touchdowns this season. The big question mark, how much does he have left in the tank? I think he's got plenty.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the
coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. The quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 4 yards out. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the extra point.
For the extra point.
And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
Take over 1st and 10. At their
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They find some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
touchdown, Colts.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25.
Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Try to forget about that pick six last time out. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU, and Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him, his ability to play the ball in the air, and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the make-up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Second and 16. From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Complete to Dalvin.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Third down.
Now Cousins. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Anthony Walker drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
With the score.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Rivers. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jack Doyle, 35 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Blankenship out for the point after.
The extra point.
And it is now 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
Vikings, nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah,
and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Cousins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And 7. Throwing is Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel coming from where he did Division III football to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yard.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And let's look at their passing game, more specifically their receiving game. These guys have been great out wide.
I'm with you on that one. We'll look at it, and we'll enjoy it, and actually marvel at it. These guys are making every catch possible. Boy, have they been fun to watch in this game.
It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 46 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A first down throw here for Rivers. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack taking it in. And the Colts add on to their lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result was a Marlon Mack touchdown run.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now Abdullah, the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard.
You see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 3rd and long for Cousins.
If you're selfish.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Taken down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 3.
A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. And he's going to find Doyle in the end zone for a Colts score. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Colts just continue to pour it on.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. The Vikings going to sing. That'll be complete to Cook. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down, Vikings.
Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And this is Cook with a grab. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Play fake. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 14. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching me. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half.
Dan Bailey to kick off.
2nd half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Off the play fake here, Rivers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 34 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
DeForest Buckner.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on third down.
And ordinarily on third down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10.
49-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. From the gun, Rivers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley Cox, 31 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
That's the reason we go for circle round twice for the encore. You know.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
It was Justin Houston who got him down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 18.
I love the durability of Kyle Rudolph. He hasn't missed a game for the Vikings since 2014. Always on the field, always contributing. They keep calling him a dependable target. The game-winning touchdown, that guy right there, Kyle Rudolph.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Second and 7.
Check. Mark 50, 49.
Now Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Vikings.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
54's Mike.
Cousins on first down. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Out of bounds.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7-yard pickup.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Right there, 54. Right there.
Cousins again. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Complete to number 19.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
Lining up for the point after.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Kickoff for Minnesota.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Continuing to fight for more. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. pass here as he's taken down. Darius Leonard, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
But they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 5.
They go play action. Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they... And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Returnable here from the 38. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. He's got Jack Doyle. A gain of 6 there on first. And one of the whistles for a timeout.
A 6-yard.
So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Blankenship out for the point after.
Extra point.
This one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.
Let me explain what I